All right, let's get to our last segment of the evening. That's right. It's a mixed movie pick, and this is going to take you guys, and it's going to be a new segment. So allow me to explain. Mixed movie picks is something that I started when I was doing TikTok and things like that. And I would do a mixed movie pick. And like every so often, it would just be something different. But, I wanted to get into it. So I created this segment to kind of work on it and things like that. So it's called Mixed Movies Picks. How I'm going to do this, recommend cinematic treasures. So it's going to come down to. This segment has a twist, though. Instead of me just doling out a recommendation, I'm giving you the power. And now I'm going to give you the power. I've selected 4 distinct years in film history. And our lovely audience, you guys, you're going to decide what year you want me to pick. And that's the power of the choice. And I'm going to give you a movie from that year that I have chosen that I think that everyone should check out. I think across the line, if you pick this year, this is a good movie for you to check out, So the years that I have tonight that you have to choose from, and we'll try to do it, whoever votes first gets it. But if we, as I'm talking, before we get into it and I do the final recommendation, we will just see how that goes. If nobody gives a recommendation, I'll pick a year. All right. So that's the years. Did you get them? 1941, 1975, 1999, 2010. Sound off in the comments. Let me know what year, first person to pick the year. And from now on, we will be doing the poll every week on our social media all week long. Please feel free to go and vote. So you got to follow us, though. So if you go down over to this side, we're everywhere. We're all over the place. That's right. And you're going to have a good time with it. So let's get into it some more. Before we choose, once I see what you guys choose, I will get into it. So each of these years hold a special place in film history, bursting with gems waiting to be rediscovered. After this episode, we'll have a poll up on our social media, which I just explained to you guys. You vote for the year you're most curious about. And during our next segment, I'll present the film from the winning year. Not only will get the movie recommendation, but I'll also spill some behind the scenes tidbits, why it's a must-watch movie, and some contemporary films has influenced. But remember, while voting is fun, there are no losers. Each of the years has an iconic film. This is all about sharing love in cinema and maybe, just maybe, helping you find your next film. That's right, guys. I did write out a script for this today just because it's so brand new. So please feel free, if you're watching this, that's why I was reading it. I was doing the final touch-ups before. Oh, Radar, the first one to go. Nobody else voted. He said 1975. All right. Well, you chose, sir, and I will give it to you. 1975, I am choosing for you my mix pick of this week. The first one in this segment on the Scene Snobs Podcast is Death Race 2000. It's a great movie. David Carradine does a fantastic job in it. Sylvester Stallone pops up in there as well. So you're going to see some really familiar faces. It is an outback adventure like no other, a huge car race with a lot of fatal situations occurring. So it's just a really good movie, though. If you guys haven't had a chance to go check out Death Race 2000, they've remade it with Jason Statham. And I didn't think it was such a bad remake, but it just does not have the same feel as the exploitation film from 1975. It's a good time. So if you haven't seen this movie, I chose this because it's summer. Get out there. We're all like, want to be in our nice cars. We want to travel. And if you're going to sit down and you're going to watch a movie, why not watch a movie about killer racers running the gamut? It's basically Cannonball Run and Fast and Furious all mixed up into one. I would love to see what you guys think of it, though. So if you do watch this mix pick, please sound off. I would love to hear it. Please let me know what you think, because I am super excited to interact with you and see what you guys think of all this stuff. Worst Damn Gamer Ever says, super everyone. How are all the snobs doing? You got here a little late, but we love you, buddy, nonetheless. Wait, that's a remake? Yeah, the Jason Statham one is a remake. 1975 is the original with David Carradine. So go check that out if you have. All right, guys. So I'm Mick Manhattan from the Scene Snobs. If you haven't done this before, or hung out with us, please feel free to like this video. It helps us go a long way. Subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you a part of it. And join up on the Snobs Nation. Follow us on social media. Join up on the Discord, Facebook group, like I said, and just join in and talk with us. We have a great time. We also have a Patreon available with other shows available as well. And we have more coming all the time. So, like I said, Discovering Horror, Does It Suck, the Snobs Film History, and all those other videos and more that we do, all those recorded videos go to our Patreon first. So you get them first come, first serve. Everybody's already watched them. I put them out Sunday, but you will see them on YouTube. They come out a few days after. But also, we have exclusive shows like Warp Factor Fiction. That's our Star Trek rewatch show. We also have the Totally Tubular 80s and 90s rewatch podcast. It has a twist to it. We bring guests on. My wife and I host that. We pick out either a movie and we rewatch it, review it, talk about it, what it meant to us in the time, and how it kind of stood out to us. But also, if you are a guest on the show, you pick the movie or you pick the show. If you pick a show, you got to pick your 3 favorite episodes, and that will be there for us to talk. All right, guys, I'm Mick Manhattan from the Scene Snobs. I want to thank you guys so much. You guys are all awesome. You're my movie snobs and everything in between. You guys are great. Be kind to each other. Stay groovy. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.